So after you click the link which you have received, you will get to the screen which is the login screen. Okay, you need to put in the login details which are given to you. This is my login details. Okay, so you need to copy paste the login details and then copy the password here. Okay, then click on the captcha here which says I am not a robot, and then click on sign in. Here you will see only one block here. All the exams are assigned to me, so you won't see all the exams. You will just see your grade level exam. Okay, you need to click on start. Okay, here I have already tried to do this test for some time, the demo test. So I'll click on resume, but you will see a start button like the other blocks here. So you need to click on start. On the next screen which you will see will be the term of use. It says that this exam is conducted through remote proctoring. Your photo will be captured and your screen will be shared and recorded. Your audio and your video might be recorded for future reference. This is just the terms and condition. You need to click on accept and continue. Okay, then it will say exam setup. Welcome to the exam compatibility check. Before we proceed to the exam, let's check the subsequent requirements to ensure a seamless experience. You need to click on begin process. So first it checks the internet connectivity. If it is fine, then it will check the the microphone check. Okay, then it will check your webcam. So you need to ensure that your face is within this egg-shaped circle. Okay, and then click on click my picture. Then you need to check whether your picture has come properly. If you want to click it again, you can click on click again, or if you just want to save and proceed, you can click on save and next. So I'll click on save and next. Then it says capture your ID. So you need to show your photo ID over there. Okay, just give me a second. I'll just collect my photo ID here. Okay, and then you need to show it to the camera. Okay, like this. All right. So you need to hold it with one hand and then click on capture my ID, where your ID is properly captured. Okay, so my ID is captured now. Then click on save and next. In case you do not have an ID, you can just click your own picture only again one more time. Okay, then it says that refer to the instruction mentioned in the right panel for steps to enable screen sharing. You need to click on share screen. Okay, and this particular pop-up will show up on your screen. You need to select entire screen. So this entire screen by default is selected. You need to then again click on this entire screen. As you can see, I'm highlighting this one. Okay, so entire screen, and then you need to highlight and select click here on entire screen where the illustration is given, or it is capturing your actual screen, and then click on share. Once you click on share, okay, it will start sharing your screen. Okay, and you can see that your camera will be visible on your screen. Here at the bottom of the screen you can see exam.host, exam.net is sharing your screen. Don't click on stop sharing, click on hide, because you don't want this to show up all the time. So click on hide over here. Okay, and then your device is all set for online proctored exam. Let's initiate the authorization process. Click on continue. Okay, then you'll have to wait for some time till the exam begins. Okay, this screen will show up in front of you. As you can see, it says examination is about to begin. All the best. Please wait, as this may take a few minutes. So do have patience and wait for a couple of minutes, and you'll come to the exam instructions screen. Alright, so as you can see, this is the exam instruction screen. Okay, on the left hand side you will see your name or your user ID over here. That is the remaining time over here, and you will see all the instructions here. Okay, so you should read through all the instructions, that what is the marking scheme of the exam. Okay, what is the duration of the exam, what is the type of questions. Then it says minimum 30 minutes to be spent in the exam before you can submit. Okay, Okay, other guidelines, you may use rough sheets or notebooks to the solution work, and so on and so forth. Okay, it also says that please refer to the answer options given below every question and then select the corresponding intended answer alphabet in the answers pane. So we'll discuss what are all are the panes. Calculators are not allowed, use of any reference material is not allowed, do not keep any multiple windows, tabs or switch tabs as this might result in the termination of the exam. So you are not supposed to switch your tab or go, go to another screen or a tab. Okay, so after you've read through everything, click on I have read and understood the instructions of the exam and click on begin exam. Here this is now the exam has begun. So as you can see at the top of this thing, you will see your camera will show up here, top left corner. Okay, your own camera. As I'm talking, it will give you a warning. It's AI based warning. It will say that your lip is moving. Then here in the center of the top of the screen, you see the amount of time left. Okay, top right corner, you will see exam instructions are there. So if you want to read the exam instructions, you can click on this and a pop-up will open with the entire exam instructions. You can refer to it during the exam also. Then there is this button which says rough notes. So if you want to use this, you can use this, but you are allowed to keep a rough copy or rough pages. So it's better that you use that one and not this one. But if you want, you can use this as well. Okay. Now there are three panes on the exam screen. Okay. On the left hand side is the question pane. Okay. In the center is the answer pane for the multiple choice question, and on the right hand side is the attempt summary pane. Okay. Now each of these panes, not each of these panes, but the middle and the last pane can be expanded and collapsed by clicking on this blue arrows. Okay, so if you click on this blue arrow, your exam pane will collapse. This will help you to read the question properly because the entire both these panes will be merged and the entire question will show over here. So after you've read the question and you have done your rough work and you've solved it, you can check the options here, and whichever option matches your answer, okay, you can then again you can expand this central pane, which is the answer tab. So let's say your answer is 10. So 10 is C. Then you can select C over here and you can click on next. The moment you select on next, you will see that on the right hand side, the attempt summary pane, the one has gone into green, which means that you've answered this question. Okay, and these are the different sections here: section A, section B, section C. So each paper has got 3 sections. So the sections will show over here. So if you want to go to section B directly, if you click here, you can go to section B, which has got question number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then again see here is 11, 12, 13, 14. And if you click off any of these icons here, okay, or legends, you can say, you click on these legends, you can go to those questions directly. As you see, if I click on 14, I'll go to 14. If I want to go to back to section A, I can click on section A and then I can select question 4 to go to question 4 directly on the left hand side. Okay, so this is how you are going to answer. So let's go back to question 1 here. Okay, so we've already answered it. So we'll go to the next question, question 2. Okay, so question 2, let's say if we read this and we say that, okay, option E is correct, then we'll select option E and then click on next. So this next and previous buttons here at the bottom of the screen, these will help you in toggling between the questions one by one. So if you want to go to the previous, just the previous question, you can click on previous. If you want to go to the next question, you can click on next. Okay, and here the status, if it goes in green color, it means that you've answered this question. Now there is something else also which I want to show you. There is something called mark for review. So let's say we are on question 3 here, and question 3 I'm not sure and I want to come back to it later. Okay, or if I've answered it also, but I want to check it again. Let's say I've answered it, but I'm not sure whether I've done it correctly. I select this, and if I click on mark for review, okay, you will see that it turns into a blue circle. Blue circle means that it's marked for review, which means that it is just for you. It's like a bookmark that you want to come back to this question later. It doesn't matter even if you leave it at this status and submit the paper, because whatever answer you have selected or not selected, that will be considered as your final response. This is just for your reference, so that if you are coming back to a previous section, you know that which question you had left. Okay, So this is how it is, and you can move back and forth between the questions using this section area or even using the next or previous buttons also. Okay, so during the course of the exam you can change any of your answers if you want to. If you don't want to answer any question also, you can click on clear response. So clear response removes the answer which you have selected. But as there is no negative marking, so you should answer all the questions, because there is no negative marking in this particular exam for GJMAT. Okay, all right, so these are the different buttons as you can see. Okay, so clear response is for clearing the response, mark for review is for marking it as a marking for review is like bookmarking the question for coming back to it and recognizing it through the attempt summary pane. Okay, it comes in blue circle. Okay, and the unanswered question will remain in this upside down pentagon. Okay, and it will be in yellow color. Okay, so whatever questions you've left also, you will know this by looking at these legends. So the green ones are the ones which you have answered, the blue ones are the ones which you have marked for review whether you've answered or not answered, and the yellow ones here are the ones which are unanswered. All right, now at the right hand bottom corner of the screen you can see there is a submit exam button. Okay, so the submit exam button is for submission. It will not get active for the first 30 minutes in GJMAT case. Other exams, depending on whatever constraints are given and it will be mentioned in the exam instructions, it will get activated after that much time. So in GJMAT, which is a 90 minutes exam, for the first 30 minutes you won't be able to submit the exam. This will be kind of grayed out or it won't work. All right, so here we'll go to the next. Let's say we selected answer D and we click on next. You see, although we have answered question 3, it is still marked for review because we had selected as marked for review. Okay, if I go to the previous question here, question 3, and then unselect, deselect this one, mark for review, it comes into green color because we had already answered. But if I do a clear response here and then I select this thing, it will become in yellow color, which means it's not answered yet. Okay, so I hope this is very clear. Okay, you can even collapse this pane also if you want to, but this is not required as such because the answer pane is sufficient here. The problem is with the question pane. The question pane, you won't be able to see the question, but you can even scroll and read the question. As you can see, there is a horizontal scroll bar and there is a vertical scroll bar as well. Okay, but it is always advisable that you expand the question like this and read the question in totality in one go. And after you have solved it, you can just expand it and select your answer. All right, so then we'll go to the question 5 here. Question 5, let's say I answer E, option E, then next. Question 6, let's say I select B, next. Question 7, let's say I'm not very sure, I'll click as mark for review and next. Question 8, so let's say I answer A, I go to the next one. Question 9, I'm leaving it. Question 10, let's say I've selected option C. Okay, so you see that both these sections are done, so it automatically goes to the next section if you reach that section. Okay, so after question 10, question 11 is section C, so it has already come to this question. If I select C here, next one is B, next one, let's say I leave it and I click it as mark for review. Next one is C, the last one, let's say, is A. So after I finish all the questions here, in the demo exam we have only 15 questions, in the actual exam you will have 25 questions. So since we have completed all the 15 questions, as you can see question 15 or 15 on top over here. Okay, if I click on next and go back to question 1, go back to section A. Okay, and then I can again go, these two are left, so I can click on question number 3 and then again solve it, and let's say I answer D. Next one is question 4, let's say I select B. Here in section B I have solved, okay, section B is done, so I go to section B, question 7 here. So I click on 7, the blue circle, I come to this, I solve this, and let's say I answer D. And then if I want to go to question 9, I can directly click from here and go to 9 directly. Select section C. Alright, so as you can see, it is still marked for review, so I'll go back to 7 and maybe I like to remove the mark for review. I don't want to visit again. but don't worry too much about it. As long as you're sure that you've answered it, okay, you can check by going to that question. Okay, even if you leave it for mark for review status also, it will still get submitted, and your answer, whatever you've selected, will be considered. Mark for review, as I said earlier also, is only for your reference. So let me remove this mark for review from this. Okay, so you can see the blue circle change into green now. I go to section C. Here also question number 13 was marked for review. I answered this, remove the mark for review. Alright, now I can see that all my sections are done. All of them are done. No, 13 number, question number 13 is not done. So 13 I click. Okay, 13 is why it is showing as this, I don't know. Alright, now it is showing as answered. Okay, maybe I done a clear response. Okay, so let me do a clear response. Yeah, this one, question 14, question 13, let's say I select D. Next. So now all my sections are done. Okay, now I can submit the exam. I think the demo exam I should be able to submit it. Once I submit it, it shows me the entire status of the question. At 15 are answered, 0 mark for review, these many not answered. So from here also you can check whether you have answered all the questions or not, or have you left anything or not. If you want to go back, you can go back to the exam by clicking on go back. Okay, so that's kind of a confirmation screen, but if you still want to go ahead and submit it, you can click on submit. So once you click on submit, the exam has been submitted successfully. Please wait while the recording is being saved. Okay, and then this screen will come. This is the confirmation screen. Thank you, your exam is submitted. You may close the window now, and you can close the window from here. Right. So you will see here that the demo exam is showing here as completed. Alright, and this is the start time and this is the end time of the exam till the time the window was given. So status is completed, which means submitted. So you need not contact me or anyone to confirm whether the submission has happened or not. As long as you get this screen or the screen before this, your exam is submitted. Alright, in case it is already logged out by the time you do the test, you can log in and check the status. The status would have converted to completed. So that's about it, this Examonline platform. Okay, and if you still have any queries, you can contact us by writing an email to us at info@globalolympiadsacademy.com or WhatsApp me on +91 98339 16024. I hope this helps. Thank you.